Like if I click that, I can't click it. Oh, yes I can. Never mind. Bossing, skilling, guides. Hey guys, what is up? It is Scuzzy, and welcome to another Mondates episode. This one is going to be episode 49, and we're going to be talking about safecracking. It seems the Thieves Guild has upped their game and are looking at bigger marks than level 1 men and women. They're looking greedily at the kings, queens, and bigwigs of Gielinor. Safecracking is a new training method unlocked after completing the buyers and sellers quest and related capers. You'll get thieving experience, cold hard cash, and reward points. These points can be spent on gubbins, like a consumable reward that protects you from being stunned, which could actually be very good for the dwarven method of thieving, although I think there's already an invention item for that. I'll have to look at it. But as well as an item that allows you to instantly remove all suspicion from one elf clan, which I guess is good if you need specific items from a specific clan, but I don't really know too much about the elven clan thieving, and I don't even know if it's really that great of a method even for Iron Men, but I mean, it's content to the game, so there's that. With safecracking comes the addition of the Master Picklock. Lockpick, no, I said a picklock, sorry. Master Lockpick. A lockpick that will never break, as well as the Master's Stethoscope. When purchased with reward points, these can be placed on your tool belt, which it doesn't explain what the Master's Stethoscope does, so I'll have to look into that as well. Safecracking is a simple, slightly AFK training method that is best described as elder trees for thieving. There are 49 safes that have been added across the game world. Work with your friends to find them all. So if you have Gold Premier Club membership, you can speak to the Guardian of the Vault to receive 500 pilfer points. Pilfer points? I'm assuming that's the points that you're going to get from this. So, and then the rest of this is just the patch notes, something about Runescape and the live streams this week. I'm not going to go over that, but I'll definitely go over the patch notes. I'm going to read a couple of them here, and then we'll go into the full patch notes. We have some pretty awesome patch notes to feast your eyes on. Here's just a few of the highlights. Okay, so your interfaces will no longer be closed in Dungeoneering when someone goes through a door, which was, so annoying when I was doing Dungeoneering, but, you know, you had to learn to work around that, but I guess you don't have to do that now, which is pretty cool. I guess better late than never, although, more grumble. The clan setting interface is now an overlay. As a result, you can now kick or assign rank ups in your clan without worrying about your interface closing each time you do so. Oh, now that's a nice one. Actually, that's a nice one. Dungeoneering token bags are now redeemed automatically when pickpocketing melee, or I don't know how to say that, melee workers, and that is actually pretty good. Maybe you can couple that with the new reward that you get with the safecracking. I don't know. Teleporting with the ectophile will no longer empty it, which is a nice quality of life update. So I don't have to stand there for another 2 or 3 seconds or whatever. So there's a bunch of graphical updates. I usually skip over them because they're just graphical. But I mean, you can see here, fixed an issue that caused the background frame layer of the ribbon to not be affected by the legacy recolor. A lot of that information is kind of like, you don't need to have that in the forefront of your mind, but it is a good update that happened because, you know, it makes the game a little bit better. So I usually skip over the graphical, but we got some quest challenges and achievements. I usually skip over this one too, but I'll read a couple of them. So the Constitution XP awarded by the Song from the Depths quest is now given in the form of a lamp, which I was reading this earlier, and it's actually really cool. I wish they would do this for every quest, just make them XP lamps, because then you can decide if you want to keep it or not take that lamp, because and the reason why this is good is because you can have things like MicroRS is doing a 10 HP hero series, and that's going to help him a lot because now he can maybe do that quest because he's not going to have to worry about getting Constitution experience for doing that quest, so it gives him more access. I mean, Song from the Depths though isn't that the one from Monkfish or something? So it's not really that important, but you know, it's the idea of that sort of thing is to make quests always give you, if it does give you any reward in the Department of Experience, that it would be a lamp, so that skillers or people who don't want to get skills up but do want to do the quests, so that they have access to boss monsters, so that they can get their you know, just be a PVM account, that they don't have to worry about that. I don't know, people, I think it would be cool if they did all that. So let's see what else they did. They fixed the color of some text in the Rag and Bone Man quest log. So things like that, again, it's not, it's very much appreciated. We thank all the mods who have been working on this stuff, and it's awesome that this is even a thing. A lot of games, I don't even know if they tell us about these sort of things or even fix these sort of things. So it's really nice, but it's just kind of like, do I need to put it on the video? Do, you know, is it really that important or crucial to someone's knowledge of the game that would affect it to the point where they need to know this? But for the sake of it, I'll read another one. So they corrected a graphical text issue on the Deadliest Catch harpoon plans. So anyways, I will go down to the skills and then other. Hollow trees will now give the correct amount of experience when successful while used in conjunction with porters. You will no longer unlock the title The Statuesque when handing in golden rocks after already completing the achievement. Your interfaces will no longer be closed in engineering. Oh, we already read that one. That's cool. It won't be closed in engineering when someone goes through a door. Let's see, a typo in the tooltip when right-clicking toggle on nihils in the Slayer store rewards interface has been fixed. They fixed an issue with share XP with fishing while dungeoneering. Okay. And then they amended life point restoration rates for Damonhine filled potatoes. I don't even know what that is, but it looks like they did a lot of stuff with dungeoneering. What they're probably doing is they're working on the elite dungeons, and they're fighting issues with dungeoneering. I was actually thinking of this while I was reading it the first time earlier. Why are they, when they do patch notes like this, why are they specifically doing those types of patch notes? It didn't really make sense to me, but now it kind of makes sense. They're working on I think this is how I would do it if I was running a game. I would be working on a new type of content, and as I found errors, I would correct them, because to just go searching through a game where there's no visible errors until, I mean, some of these could be just bug fixes that people have submitted as bugs. I'm sure that is part of it too, but it's interesting to think about that the patch notes are a vision into the future updates. So keep that in mind if you're trying to merch or that sort of thing, or even speculate what some of the new content is going to be. I mean, this one's pretty obvious because they talked about the elite dungeons coming to the game. So my guess is there was an issue with adding dungeoneering experience to the elite dungeon, and then they had people, while they were testing, they found issues, and now they're fixing this fishing issue with sharing experience, which actually had nothing to do with the elite dungeon, but because the coding is there, I'm almost positive that, I mean, it's just speculation, but just my thoughts. So we got other. The Ring of Fortune should now correctly display that it helped you get an item rather than the Ring of Wealth in certain situations. Obtaining the Scepter of the Gods while wearing the Ring of Fortune or better will now display a luck message. Luck messaging for obtaining a Pharaoh's Scepter will now display the correct amount of charges. Clan rank icons now appear next to the player's name in clan settings. The clan setting interface is now an overlay. As a result, you can now kick, oh, I already read that one. You can now kick or assign rank ups in your clan without worrying about your interface closing each time you do so, which is actually really nice. They resolved an issue with clan member entries clipping through the bottom of the clan interface and clan settings interface. Fixed an issue that was closing information boxes on the tool belt. Corrected an issue where destroying certain lucky items asked if you wanted to drop them. I actually have a lot of lucky items and I would never destroy them or drop them because it tells you that you can reclaim it in Diango, but you can't. You can't. And I think that might be because I have multiples of the same lucky item, and you can't get that now, but I think that's what's going on. The augmented strike bow special attack will now deal the correct amount of damage. Activating the farming skill cape perk or patch bomb on grapevine should now correctly inform the player how many produce they received, which is nice. So as you can see, there's a bunch of cool things. You can read the rest if you want. I'm gonna go to the ninja fixes. A back door has been added to the kitchen within the Lumbridge Castle. Similar to old school, this door will open permanently. A teleport to Roleka Market has been added, adds a Fremenic set elite task reward for the Fremenic Sea Boots 4. Added a game time clock to the lobby, which is nice. The spin flax spell no longer requires you to target an item in your inventory to cast. The world icon in the lobby will now take you to the world select tab in the lobby. So this one I guess is pretty important. Windows XP support has been removed from the NXT installer. So if anybody's running Windows XP still, consider, I guess, getting a new computer anyway. But yeah, I guess you're not going to be able to use the NXT installer. They fixed an issue whereby large NPCs' lower bodies would sometimes reset back to their default idle states. That sounds like it would be a funny glitch. They fixed an issue whereby the game would show black textures under certain circumstances. Fixed an issue that caused textures to not load in properly for some players. A cache re-download may be required. Alright, so I'm going to go in-game and I'm going to check out a couple of the things like Safecracking, and then I'm also going to look at the lobby as well to see that new update. Alright, so I don't know if this is actually, like, can I move this? Because it's in the way of my, if I want to buy keys or something, which I don't, but if I did, it's kind of in the way of that. Like, if I click that, I can't click it. Oh, yes I can. Never mind. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me... It just opened like 10 windows. Oh my god, that's funny. But seriously, can that be moved like a little close? I don't know how to do it. Like, it doesn't move. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna check out the Safecracking. Alright, so if you're unfamiliar with this, to get to the Thieves Guild, you go down this trapdoor in Lumbridge, and then you just kind of head north to the, where is he? No, I don't know where he is. He's in here somewhere. I'll find him. Here he is in the corner. So you talk to him, and he can teach you kind of how to do it, and he will give you, he'll give you a stethoscope. So as I was saying earlier, I didn't really know what it was for, but it is actually, it's to make it so you can do Safecracking faster. So I don't know if we can practice on these. This is one of the intricate safes. So once you successfully crack a safe, you can put it in, you can put loot into your small loot bag and then hand it to Chief Thief Robin, and you'll get coins and, I think coins. Yeah, coins and points to spend in Dodgy Derek's Dirty Deals store, which is just over here to the southwest. I don't know how to get, oh, you can open this door here, but let's see what they got. But you can purchase stethoscope, lockpick. I think you can get a master one though. If you look at rewards, yeah. So if you can get pilfer points, and you can get these consumables, shock absorber, which is only 10, which is not bad actually. But we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna do, I'll probably make a video by itself to see how good this this new method is. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to one of the tougher places that requires level 90 to 96, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're in this area here, and we're gonna open these saves. Let's see. Now, do I have to do anything, or is it semi-AFK? 1 out of 6 dialogues completed. 2 out of 6. Now, every time that I do a dialogue, I get 1,055 experience. So what? I click on that? Do I just keep clicking on it? Can I do that? Or do I gotta... That's funny. My head's just like clicking towards it. So I don't know if I can just... I don't know if clicking on it actually helps anymore. I'll have to look into it a little bit. But examine that. But you get 1,055 experience every time the dialogue is completed, and I guess there's 6 on this one. And then once you open it, you'll get 6,300 experience for opening the total one, which is nice. The thing is with these, they reset every 10 minutes, so you can only do this every 10 minutes. So you'll have to go to another one. But I think there's enough high-level ones to do every 10 minutes, I would say. If this takes a minute, then you have 9 to do. So I could probably quickly work out how fast the experience would be on these. But so I opened it, right, and I looted it, and I can inspect this. So it's 8% full. So I guess you're not really, I guess you don't really see the items in it. But I'm gonna come back once I'm done with all 3 of these. Now I'm not sure what the level requirements for each one of these is, but one of them is 90, another one's 92, 94, and then 96, but I don't know in which order they are. So I'll come back in a minute. So as you can see right here, this safe is looted, and this person's still looting the safe. So I think it's safe to say that it is per person and not per world. So you don't have to share these with other people, which is because this one's, I mean, unless it's the, I think it is like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the Thieves Guild, and basically give my 34% bag back to Robin. So all you have to do is fence items, and so I received 7,800 experience, 1,600 gold, and 29 pilfer points. So I have 29 pilfer points now. So you can kind of hop around and not worlds, but you got to go to different locations every 10 minutes. I'll definitely be making a video on this to see if it's worth doing, because you know, that's kind of what I do. But I do think that it might be worth doing, at least to the effect that you can buy those things with the pilfer points. I'll explain more in the next video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great day. Follow me on social media and subscribe for more. Peace.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day.